Good evening, everyone. Giving you a first alert to the potential of dense fog in the morning. Dense fog advisory in effect for most of the area, 3 a.m. through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Let's give you a look at our fogcast. As I mentioned earlier, this is not a slam dunk type thing, but with all the heavy rain we had last night and this morning, plenty of moisture in the ground, that could set the stage for at least some fog. Here we are at 6 a.m. Latest run of the graph, not terribly aggressive. Shows a couple of patches locally, shows a little more out to our west. We advance it to 8 a.m. Still not looking too bad, and by mid-morning, whatever has developed has dissipated pretty quickly. So just be ready for that potential. And if you do encounter some fog, remember these common sense safety tips. Number one, low beam headlights, not the brights, right? Number two, you got to leave plenty of stopping distance, space between you and the car ahead of you. Give yourself some extra drive time and be extra careful for kids that might be at the bus stops and stand a little bit closer to the road. All right, visibility, not really an issue tonight. Most everybody reporting visibility at or above 10 miles. Still a little bit of rain on our first alert radar network. It's been kind of persistent, especially this batch of heavier rains kind of on the border of Wilkinson, Amite counties. So Centerville, it's moving in. Gloucester, Crosby as well has shifted a bit east of Woodville. That's slowly lifting up to the northeast, and we've got a handful more showers now lifting through Watson, extending up to near Pine Grove, Pride, Baywood. You might get some of this as it lifts northward as well. And boy, did we get some rain overnight and this morning. You see this stripe from Livingston through St. Helena, northern Tangipahoa, parts of Amite and Pike counties. Some 4 to 8 inch totals in that area. We had a number of flash flood warnings, and on top of that, 3 confirmed tornadoes early this morning in southern Tangipahoa Parish. The first, not far from the airport in Hammond, an EF1, winds estimated at 90 miles per hour. We had another just southeast of Laranger, an EF0, estimated 70 mile per hour winds, and then another is about 5 or 6 miles south of Robert, an EF1, winds confirmed at 90 miles per hour. So it got quite active late last night and early this morning. Not nearly as active tonight. There's our Sky 9 view for parts of downtown Baton Rouge. 78 at the airport, Gonzales still 80, so mid-70s to around 80 at this hour. Tomorrow morning, keep an eye out for some patchy dense fog. Otherwise, very muggy again. Start out in the low 70s, mid-80s at noon, and another hot day. We'll top it out around 90, but rain chances tomorrow much lower, running about 20%. Let's give you a first alert tropical update. Still no immediate local concerns. That's Hurricane Patricia on the Pacific side. Trough of low pressure moving across the Yucatan. That's probably just going to slowly continue westward, not going to bother us. Hurricane Center still not talking about the area near the Bahamas, but low pressure probably going to come from this and lift northward. It's more a question of will it be tropical at all, but not going to bother us. This is very much tropical and on its way to becoming the next tropical depression, if not storm. A 90% chance, in fact, only a 10% chance in the southern Gulf, but still no threats locally, so good news on that front. So the next couple of days remain summer-like. Highs around 90 degrees, but rain chances only about 20%. And then there's a couple of fronts in the mix late this week on into the weekend, primarily delivering some drier air. They will knock our highs down a bit, mid-80s. Nights and mornings will be the biggest payoff. We start out low 60s over the weekend. That means upper 50s north of the capital city. Beautiful weather through the weekend. Looks like that'll hang around into at least the first part of next week. Liz?